Hey guys, welcome back. It's your girl Toya T, and I'm back in my car. I'm driving to work. And I had something on my soul that I felt I need to get out for my daily blog, Figure Out Your Life. Check it out at figureoutyourlife.com. Well, not .com, .blogspot.com. So today I'm talking about something that I actually talked about this in my class. About gender inequality, but this is just a general thing. So you guys know that I have been doing online dating because I'm trying to be proactive. I'm trying to, I am getting up there, not up there, but I'm in the stage of my life where everyone around me, all my friends, and I didn't realize until now that almost all of my close female friends are married. Except for like maybe one or two. And so I gotta be proactive if I want to join that club. So just, based off of where I live and my social activity and the city of Boston, I, thought that, online dating is worth using because I don't necessarily meet a lot of guys, especially black men, in my everyday life. So I'm on online dating and I'm talking to this one young man who's in his 30s, and he mentioned something that just irks the hell out of me. And he said, do you find that men are usually intimidated by you? And he was talking about based on, I guess, my education and what my occupation on the online site says, which says like teacher, college professor, whatever. And I told him that, I don't personally know if guys are intimidated by that. But it's not something that I haven't thought about. And so the question that I'm sending out to you guys, that I am trying to figure out is, why is it that a majority of men are so threatened? And yes, I am driving, so let's just try to be careful here. Why are so many men, and not a lot, because there's definitely some forward-thinking men out there that are not intimidated by a woman who's doing better than him in certain senses. So if you're in a relationship with a woman and she makes more money than you, or in my case potentially has more education than you, so why are so many men intimidated by that? I would think that, as much as men talk about that they don't want to attract gold diggers, and they hate gold diggers, and they hate women that are just looking to use them and and for what they have and all this other stuff, why would you be turned off by a woman that obviously has enough education and resources and skills to take care of herself, and maybe is taking care of herself quite well, and maybe just a little bit better than you? The last thing I checked about is that if you're in a relationship, especially if you get married, that you and me become we, and there's shared assets, and you're both helping each other out. So I would think that most men would be looking for a woman that can equally contribute or more to the wealth of the relationship, and that being intellectually, financially, spiritually, physically, all this stuff, that they're actually contributing. They're not sitting on their ass, not doing anything. They can't, articulate, about a subject or talk to anybody, or they just sit there and, all they know how to do is lay on their back and look pretty. You would think that they would be attracted by that, but I find that, this guy that told me this was not the only one that has mentioned that before. I did have a boyfriend when I was in graduate school, for a short period of time for various reasons, that made this comment saying that one day you're gonna make more money than me. And I was like, why is that an issue? If we're supposed to be in a relationship, that shouldn't be an issue. You should be proud of me. You should be applauding my gosh, I don't know what's in my throat. You should be applauding my accomplishments. And so I just really wonder, for the guys out there that don't mind that, I think that's absolutely great. I don't know if a lot of it has to do with, you know, the fact that we have a patriarchal kind of society where men are usually on top, especially if you're going back to places like, you know, where it's based in religion, saying that the man is the head of the household, he's the head of the family, and then everyone else, the woman is to support the man, and then everyone else is kind of, the children are just, you know, below that. And even started, you know, I've talked about this with my own parents, particularly my mother, because she talks about how, you know, her mother did not work because that is the way that things were. Like, my grandfather was very educated, and he went out and he worked and he brought home money to take care of the family, and my grandmother's job was to have babies and take care of the house, even though they did have maids and people helping her take care of the children and take care of the house, but her main purpose was to, you know, learn how to cook, learn how to sew, and so that she can take care of the children and also take care of her husband. But she never worked outside of the home, like for pay. And so my mother took that as in, like, I don't want to ever be in that kind of position where I am dependent on the resources of a man, and kind of, you know, taught that to me too, to the point that, you know, I do, you know, have a PhD, and I can't take that back. I really can't take that back. I can't go back in time, and I don't see why it'd be such an issue when it comes to my dating life. It's not like when I introduce myself, I say hi, you know, like even on my online profile, it doesn't say Dr. Latoya Tavernier. It doesn't say Latoya Tavernier PhD. It does say that I do have a graduate degree, and I think it does say I have a PhD, but it's not something that's like right on my title, and I don't introduce myself that way. I don't think that changes anything about me except for my credentials. I think it's just extra letters on the end of my name, but I don't think that it has changed me drastically as a person. Maybe it's made me a little bit picky about who I would decide to date and be in a relationship with. And, you know, in my case, all I ask is that you have a college degree. That's it. Unless you Bill Gates, unless you Bill Gates or you're Mark Zuckerberg and you know, dropped out of college and, you know, created this multi-billion-dollar company, and have been using, you know, experience to build yourself. Yes, I can consider that, but for, you know, that's the rare case. That's the, you know, the outliers. But for everyone else, for the majority, when I'm looking at a guy, if you don't have a college degree, I don't want to talk to you. And that's it. Like, that's all I ask. That's all I ask. And I feel like that's very general in today's society, where not having a college degree is pretty much not that common. Like before, you know, people had high school degrees, but now you really can't get anywhere with a high school degree. So asking that the men that I'm interested in to have at least a bachelor's degree, I feel at least puts us on the same footing, because I'm not really asking you to have more than I necessarily have. I'm not asking for guys to have PhDs and masters and MBAs and doctorates and, you know, JDs and all this stuff. That's all great, but to get in the door, that's all you need, and a great personality. So I don't understand why it's such a big issue. I want to hear out there from all you other ladies and the guys too. Why do you think this is such an issue? And I think it's particularly a real issue for women of color, but I know definitely that for, you know, just women in general, when you have situations where you are making more money than your partner, or, you know, have more education, that it decreases your marriageability. So let me know. I am gonna go, but let me know what you guys think. I would love to hear what you guys have to say about this topic. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Send it to somebody else you know. Share it with a friend, a co-worker, and so we can actually really have a great dialogue about this. And I hope you guys have a great day. See you later. Bye-bye.